Let's do a really quick recap, all right, where we're at so far. So your nasal breathing through relaxation, through daily activities, maybe you've introduced it to your moderate intensity activities, walking, or more, maybe you've experimented a little bit with your more intense activities. The idea is to just keep it simple for now if you're just getting started. We've also talked about alignment, or you're becoming more aware, and noticing throughout the day the importance of what alignment is like, stacking the domes in order to allow for that really nice seamless breath. This next challenge is about creating air hunger. Okay, so for this, I would like you to take 5 minutes out of the day if you can. It can be really nice 5 minutes practice to do after your training. It can be when you're lying in bed at night. It can be when you're lying in bed in the morning if you want to. But ideally, I'd be great if you did it lying down. You could also do it sitting as well in a quiet place. But what I would like you to do is breathe in and out the nose, but so gently and so effortlessly that you can barely sense the air entering and exiting the nose. So much so that you crave to take a bigger breath, but you don't. You try and relax into it, making the breath ever so gentle and ever so light that you want to take a bigger breath. Now, if you start to fall asleep, you've gone too far onto the end of the spectrum and it's too relaxing. And if you're getting a little stressed and panicked, then it's like, okay, I'm just gonna take a breath through the mouth and then bring yourself back to a place where you feel comfortable when you can start again. When we're talking about breathing in and out through the nose, and part of this really nice practice can be that if you place your hands on your rib cage, and you can do this, like I said, lying down or sitting, can you inhale and notice that it's not the nose that's pulling the air in, and it's not the nose that's pushing the air out. It's the movement of what's happening with the respiratory diaphragm, the muscles within the rib cage, that when you inhale, it's this muscle movement that draws the air in through the nose effortlessly and comes down into the lower lungs. The rib cage expands, the respiratory diaphragm broadens and descends, the pelvic dome or pelvic floor will lengthen. On the exhale, notice it starts from here as things recoil back inwards and upwards. So the pelvic floor will rise, the transverse abdominals glide in, the rib cage glides back in towards the midline, and this recoiling effect draws the air out, or expels the air out of the nose, which is the airway through which the air is passing in and out. So let's try it together. Can you inhale? Noticing that the start of the inhalation comes from here. It doesn't come from the nose. And you can feel how effortless it is to have the air drawn in through the nose. Can you now, on the exhale, visualize and feel that the pelvic floor rises, the ribs glide back in, things recoil as they're letting the air and now escape out the nose. We'll go again to inhale. The inhalation starts with the rib cage expansion, drawing the air in through the nose as the airway. On the exhale, the ribs glide back in, things recoil as they're allowing the air to pass out the nose. Ever so gently. So you're gonna see if you can slow that down. So you're craving air. But you're gonna try to keep it and relax into it. And I'm getting you started to be a little more comfortable with rises in carbon dioxide. And we will go into detail into this when you start the training. But in order to reduce breathlessness, when you're doing your sports or your activity, you need the body to be able to feel more comfortable and to adapt to rises in carbon dioxide, because that is one of the things that is telling you to keep breathing when you are doing your sports. Yeah, so I need you to be comfortable with this gentle rise in carbon dioxide. So when you're doing that activity, you're like, I got this. I already been practicing. I can handle the rise in carbon dioxide. All right, so it's very gentle, 5 minutes, breathing in and out the nose. So you're craving to take a bigger breath, but you're not allowing yourself to. Enjoy.